Real Madrid are in a very depressing state at the moment, and to be honest with you, I don't even know what to think. This match that just passed by, Albacete 3, Real Madrid 2, can I be honest with you? I did not expect in any capacity that Real Madrid would lose this game. Like, I'm just being honest with you, I saw no way that Real Madrid could possibly lose to 17th place in the Segunda Division. They've not even won a game in like ever. And then they break their streak of losses to Real Madrid. This is absolutely insane. In Arbeloa's first game, this is where you have to stamp your name. This is where you show why Real Madrid brought you in. And he didn't show that in this game. But with Arbeloa, the things that truly made me feel a bit weird was what he said after the match. He was glazing Vinny. Like, what the hell, ever since he came into the head coach position, he's just been glazing Vinny. And is this how you're gonna handle the egos? Is this his definition of it? Because to me, you're just boosting his ego. And I can bet you he's gonna do the same thing with Mbappe, same thing with every single player. He's gonna keep glazing them, boosting their ego. And maybe that is his hope. Maybe that is him thinking, the more I glaze these players, the more they're gonna want to step up and perform. Maybe that is it. Maybe it could work, or maybe it can be very detrimental. And apparently from what I read, I saw this news report saying that the Real Madrid locker room after the match felt like a funeral. Arbeloa was apparently trying to speak life into the players, trying to lift their spirits up. And I don't think it's working. I don't think it's working. He has a big match against Levante over the weekend. My goodness, if he does not win that match, then I think his time at Real Madrid might already be finished. And I hate to say that because, yes, he lost his first match. He lost his first match. The 2 goals we did score were 2 goals that were from set pieces and have nothing to do with the way he arranges the team. It has nothing to do with his management and the football he wants to see. It both came from set pieces. And I understand, obviously, he came into this role the past 2 days. He's had 2 days with the team. How in the world is he supposed to immediately show his philosophy, immediately get the players to start playing the way he wants them to play? Let's be realistic, that was never gonna happen. But you would expect at least the quality of these players to show off in this game. It's against Albacete. He played a good lineup. Guys, he played a good lineup. And even the academy players he played in this game were good. You know, he played David Jimenez. David Jimenez impressed me so much in this game. I think David Jimenez has used his minutes very well. Then you get Sestero. To be honest with you, I never knew who Sestero was. And you know what? I thought he was quite composed on the ball. He played decently. And I will overall say, yes, the academy players were quite good in this game. But I know some of you guys are going to be in the comments saying, oh, what about Mbappe? Didn't you say Mbappe is the problem, all these things? Well, look at these players. They weren't playing good, all this stuff. I understand what you're saying. I truly understand it. If Mbappe were to play, I would guarantee he would have probably scored. Maybe scored a penalty. We don't truly know. But I'm not denying that Mbappe is a good player. Absolutely, he could have changed the game. But I do think his ego is a problem, and it will always be a problem in this team. And with a coach like Arbeloa, it might get worse. That egos are not gonna go down. The egos is gonna be even crazier. And you know what? I've never had an issue with egos. Usually, many of the best players have egos. Or I won't even say egos. They just have a good amount of confidence in their ability. We saw Ronaldo. I believe Messi even has confidence in his ability. You can't be a football player and you don't have confidence in your ability. And I never had an issue with it. But now, these guys have an overconfidence in their ability. And that is ego. And I mean, the current state of this team is so depressing. Like, I'm even seeing reports Perez is looking into getting a new manager for next season. It's sad. It's truly sad. I know I don't want to jump over Arbeloa immediately, saying that he's not going to succeed, he's going to be terrible, all this stuff. I can't say that. Not just yet. It's too soon. Yes, you're losing to Albacete. You're losing your first game. That doesn't mean anything in my opinion. We need to see this guy actually get his philosophy going, and then we can judge. And you know what? After the match, he then went to go speak about, we still have the Champions League, we still have the league, and I'm not filled with confidence. I'm not confident in Arbeloa, and I don't know what's gonna be next. The best option would have been keep Xabi Alonso, but of course, he left the club. So he's left the club in a very terrible state. And I mean, I'm very unhappy with this football that we are watching. And I feel like us as Real Madrid fans, we're so used to success. Well, except 2018/19. Many of you guys, and I see especially people on TikTok, there's Madrid fans saying they're not going to support Madrid anymore. They want to support Barca now. And it's like, what type of... These are not actual Madrid fans. They're not actual Madrid fans. How do you just switch clubs just like that? Like, that's crazy. The only time I've ever switched clubs of who I'm supporting is when I was like a small child. And I didn't even understand football like that. So that is the only time I ever switched clubs. But further on, you guys have to be loyal to the team. You have to be. Look at United fans. Now, I hate this topic. And I hate that people are calling Real Madrid the next United. But look at United fans. They're still supporting United after 13 years of complete nonsense. 13 years. Like, I wonder. I don't think we've ever experienced that as Real Madrid fans. I truly don't think so. Maybe in the early 2000s. If we do end up like United, we can't just abandon the team. You get what I'm saying? We can't just now stop supporting. You know what I will say? There were a few players that did impress me. Arbeloa being one of them. You know, can I just say one thing about Arbeloa? I think he can be a perfect attacking midfielder. Perfect. And how could he be a perfect midfielder? If he can actually score goals. If he can actually score goals, to me, that is the main thing. I never see him score goals. His last goal was in September. He's good at assisting, good at passing, just being a good assister. He's very good at that. But if he can score goals like how he did in 2024, he will be one of the best players in the world. And I wish he could just get that under his belt. If he can start scoring consistently, then he will become the player that we wish and know he can become. And can we just talk about Brahim Diaz for a second? If I am being honest with you, I don't miss him in the Real Madrid squad. I know that might be a shock to you who's watching this, but I'm not excited for him to return. But I must say, I'm happy with what is going on with him in Morocco. He's playing good there. They're in the final. You know, I'm a bit sad in my heart. South Africa didn't make it through. But, you know, Brahim is a Real Madrid player. He plays for Morocco. So I will support Brahim. But you know what? That is my thoughts. Tell me your thoughts. I will be reading, will be responding. If you enjoyed, smash like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Peace out.